Hello, everyone. How are we doing? We are going to see if everything is working. My hair, just a little crazy. Audio's loud. Audio's definitely loud. All right. How is that? How's the... All right. So the output isn't too bad for you guys, but it's very loud for me. Thank you, Relaxing, for testing. Awesome. We still have the double react, but it's working, which is great. It's good to see you guys. Hi, Relaxing. Hi, Justin. And I see Jay in the puzzle. Good to see you guys. All right. I think I can get out of the Streamlabs. Today, travelers, we are going to be questing into the dark and conquering our productivity quests. I have some homework. I've got some Bible reading. I have all sorts of things. And quests can be hard, they can be difficult and treacherous and take you all over the world in attempts to get that one feather of truth, but in the end I think we'll conquer them, especially since we're here together cheering each other on, because what's better about a quest than doing it with friends? So we are here, we are going to conquer this quest. I invite you guys to tell me what you're up to in chat today, and we'll see if we can redeem, let's see. I had something coded for this, and we're gonna see if it works. We are going to see if my coding works, if I can even find the code, that is. Let's see, we have the puzzle. I'm gonna do a poll, and it's somewhere around here. Give me a minute and we'll see if you can, hopefully if it all works well, you can exclamation point some command and you'll be able to order some food at the tavern here. All right. Commands. Lunchtime, something, snack. All right, let's try this. Snack. Relaxing has 100 sort of things, but in that thinking of doing all, I am overwhelmed and doing nothing. Ah, that's frustrating. You just have to do one thing today. One thing. Just pick one thing. It doesn't even have to be the most important thing. Get one thing taken care of, just started, and you'll be good for this quest. Oh no! Oh no! The code didn't work. Oh no! Alright. That didn't work. Thank you for trying to order a snack. We're gonna turn that off. Oh, mercy. Alright. I think that's all I can handle for now. I'm not gonna try and recode it. That's not my one thing to do for today. Thank you for entertaining that and seeing if it worked today, y'all. Alright, Jay says might do some sort of coding stuff today. Boom, I hope you're more successful than I was. Justin says housework and paperwork for today. You got this. You all got this. You're gonna do it. Jay says gonna do the puzzle for now. Valid. Justin says we all got this, fellow questers. Yeah. Alright, Relaxing did one thing. I started a blog or a website for anime. There you go, well done. Jay asks, what language is the ordering thing coded in? It is Streamlabs coding, so it's not like an actual language of coding. It's hard to explain, but Stream labs and stuff like that have their own coding language, and if you know it, you can use it to do some pretty cool stuff. But I've lost the language. I was fluent in it back in 2022, and it is 2026, so I don't remember it. All right. Relaxing says the only setup is I had not put any content there. Okay. So sounds like you have a natural go into. There you go. Jay says it's probably based on another one. Yeah, probably. Unfortunately, I have no clue what that other one would be. But, all right. We are going to conquer our quests. We are going to conquer coding and puzzling and putting content out. We are going to conquer some housework stuff and paperwork. I'm going to conquer, I think this first chunk of productivity, I'm just going to be doing my Bible in the morning because I did just wake up like 30 minutes ago. Wasn't sure actually if I was going to make it because I'm not feeling too hot today, but I remembered that I'm not here because I am here to offer anything or be like a certain way for you guys. I'm not here to be the most productive person. I'm here to be with community and to be with friends, even if that being here isn't at my best. That's okay. So I am showing up. I put on some makeup so that hopefully my dry chapped lips have a little protection because it's 46 degrees outside. Oh, it's up to 50 now. We're up to 50. Wow. For those of you who don't use freedom units, I have no idea what 50 is, but 60 is about 26 degrees Celsius. So maybe 24, 25 degrees Celsius would be 50 degrees. Yeah. Winthu, hello, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. How are you? Would you like to join the puzzle? We have a puzzle going on. When I switch over to the study screen, you'll be able to see it in this corner right here, and you can contribute. It'll be real fun, but it is actually the, it is the pinned comment. 50 Fahrenheit is 10°C. Oh, I was way off. Oh, mercy. Oh, goodness. I don't know my fruits. Mercy. Justin used Google to see that Streamlabs uses Electron and TypeScript coding. Thank you. Jay says I'll learn it eventually when I start streaming. It's fun. I would advise learning the Mix It Up one. It's a little different from Streamlabs, but it's really fun. Relaxing says I had a good live stream with my other online friend a few hours ago. It was very good. I felt relief before I was negative to myself. Well, yay for feeling better. And let's keep that momentum going. All right. So thank you for joining the stream, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with me as we go into this chaos of doing our productivity stuff. But I'm gonna switch over to the productivity screen, which has that timer, and it'll have the puzzle up. Well, once I add the puzzle to the screen, and let's get down to business. That's the wrong aesthetic, but you know us. We're not about perfect matching, but we are about just being nerdy and having fun. So let's make productivity a little more tolerable, yeah? Yay for Google indeed, Justin. Jay says, I'll learn TypeScript soon. Heck yeah, it's just JavaScript with types. Cool. All right, let's switch over and I will mute my mic. And we are going to be just trying to do one thing. And if you do one thing, heck yeah, you get a longer break. If you feel like you have the momentum to keep on going, keep on going. But right now our goal is just do one thing. All right, we got that. The puzzle's working immediately. Let's go. We're on a good set. All right, 3, 2, 1.
voice wielding power of the ancient orders. Believe, believe the dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of false skyrim foes. Beware, beware, the dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed and the legend yet grows. You'll know the dragonborn comes.
Congratulations on finishing the puzzle, everyone. You have 16 minutes before our break. You did a wonderful job. Yay. Let's appreciate the kitty cat with the pumpkins out of season. And we got 16, now 15 minutes to be productive. You got this. Let's go. Let's use our last 15 minutes wisely. right, guys, we have about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I would say do your best to conclude whatever task you are working on in those 10 minutes and maybe get yourself something to drink. We got about 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You did it! Let's go! You did it! Woo-woo! Welcome to having completed your focus block. Good job on completing the puzzle, by the way. You did wonderfully on that. Let me adjust some audio for myself. This might result in a big sound, but it doesn't matter because Infinity just did a hi, so I feel less bad. Thanks, Infinity. All right. There we go. Alrighty. Relaxing says, I wonder what your Patreon membership You Know Who reveal is about. I do have a Patreon, and You Know Who is my least favorite character in existence. Infinity put me up to this one, and they said that I should, for my most valuable, so when I was putting up the memberships, I was like, I want to have tiers to my membership. Hi. I wanted to have tiers to my membership, but I also wanted to, you know, make big goals and not just be like, oh, I don't think anybody will want to, you know, donate anything. You know, I don't think anyone will have the means to donate beyond a certain amount. I wanted to be like, well, let's not give a glass ceiling to something that could be cool. So, I went up to 30 per month, and I was really struggling to figure out what to offer people who might even try to donate 30 per month just to see what that's about. And so Infinity, knowing my distaste, loathing, my absolute vitriolic hatred for this one character, went, you should make it a you-know-who reveal, referring to that character. And I went, you know what? Sure. So, if anybody ever donates $30 to the $30 per month tier of my Patreon, of my Lily Pad Legend tier, any of those, $30, I believe, is the cap I put. Y'all will find out who you know who is. Until then, only Infinity knows, and only I unfortunately know, and I've been trying to find... Wow, that music is really loud. Oh, 3,000. Alright, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. As I was saying that, I was like, why would I put it at 30? Now people are gonna do it, because that's not as bad. Because you can just donate and then leave it, but yeah, it is 3,000. Okay, great. So I don't have to worry about actually anybody doing that, because who would ever do that? Alright, fantastic. Alright. Ember says, Happy New Year! I mean, yay, this print is done. Yeah, my dog just ran out. Why did my dog just run out of my room? I don't know. Justin says, yeah, everyone, good work. Whether you finished the task or started one, good work. Yes. Justin says, cries and not mega rich to donate $3,000. Oh, wow. Thanks. You gave me a chocolate wrapper without eating it. Well done. Good job. Why was that in your reach, huh? Why could you reach that? Was it just on the ground because I need to clean my room? Are you telling me that I need to have a clean room for my next task? Well, maybe so. Maybe that'll be the next study with me. Maybe it'll just be productivity. Jay's back. Hello again. Hello, Jay. Welcome back. Relaxing says, if I will have money, I will do that. Don't waste your money on that. Don't waste your money on that. Ember says, oh, bye-bye, dog. Relaxing says, I will donate you money if I'll be rich in 2026. I don't want anybody to feel like they need to or, like, responsible to give me money. Because I am well taken care of. My family takes care of me, and I am working towards getting a bachelor's degree so that I can get a job that will fund me and all of that. I don't... Streaming and YouTube videos is not a viable career option for me because... Oh, miss, what do you have? What do you have? What are you eating? Miss? You better not die on my watch. That's against the rules. Dying is bad for your health, Missy. I know she just had the wrapper and nothing else, so she didn't have anything bad. But... Ugh. You are going to have me just panic about you, huh? You don't want me to feel safe about where you are, huh? You're so cute, though. She just... As I was saying, career in content creation is not sustainable for me, and it's not gonna be like a reliable source of income, so I don't want to rely on content creation. I have that if anybody wants to, has the financial freedom to do it, the financial stability to do it, but I really try not to make a big deal about it. It's why I really encourage people to take a chance with their YouTube membership gifting, because I do give away like 10 membership gifts every single month. There are 10 free membership gifts. I don't get any money from that. You guys get perks from that, but I don't get anything from it except for just joy that you guys benefit from it. So yeah. Ember says, aw, nice pupper. Justin says, good doggo. Ember says, be responsible with your money, folks. Justin says, yes, everyone remember, only donate if you can comfortably afford it. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. If it's even a question of, oh, I don't know if this is, responsible of me, don't do it. You never owe anyone else your money. Except for maybe the IRS. And anyone that you might have like borrowed from, then you owe them money. But other than that, you don't owe me money. You don't owe any other content creator money. Ow, that hurt. You're okay. You don't have to feel like you need to donate to say thank you or to show appreciation. Genuinely, just showing up and being a part of my community and just being kind and spreading the warmth, that's what matters to me, and that's what I'm so appreciative of you guys for. Relaxing asks, why job, not a business? Just because a job would have benefits and health insurance and reliable income that's based off of, if you do this, then we pay you. I can sustainably do this, then we pay, then I get paid. But with a business, if I do this, I might not get paid. I might not get paid for a while. I might go into debt. I would be responsible for a lot of stuff that I'm learning to be responsible for. That's why I have a business degree that I'm working towards. I have 10 credits left. I'm going to graduate in December, hopefully. Yay. But, yeah. Amber says, no, don't die from the pupper, or don't die from the rapper pupper. Amber also says the IRS can come for you for not giving money, but other than that, it's all good. Exactly. Yeah. My brain likes to fixate on whether or not things are or aren't a thing. And it can't come up with anything. Alrighty. I think we have done a good job studying, being productive, taking a break. I have something in 2 hours to get to, so our break is going to be cut short today compared to last time. Although I do think that might, balance things out, because last time was a very social, chatty one. Today we're being productive and stuff. Oh no, Relaxing sent a long message. If you could reword that or send it in a couple of messages, I would appreciate it. Thank you. But I'm gonna end the poll. Are you ordering a warm beverage or a cool beverage? Everybody's ordering. 3 people are ordering warm, 3 people are ordering cold. I currently have just lukewarm water in here right now. I would say... I love me some warm broth or hot cocoa and stuff, but I think typically I aim for colder drinks, so I would say cool beverage is gonna win this poll. Thank you for voting if you voted. I'm gonna unpin my message about the puzzle because it's not there. Relaxing says, when people get free things, they don't value that. I have thousands of dollars courses, but still didn't even watch any yet. Well, today's a day that you can watch one of those courses. One of them. You got it. Justin says, warm beverage today. It is nice and cold today, so warm feels good. Yeah, I get that. Right now for me, it is a whole whopping 54 degrees, and it is sunny and warm in the sunny areas and chilly in the not so sunny areas, but I live in Florida, so it's pretty much just all sunny, as you can tell from just that. Far too bright for me. Wow, my eyeballs feel like they got stabbed by the light. That is a migraine for you. I had a day yesterday, and today I woke up with a migraine. So, it'd be like that. But I don't know if you would count this as a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's just like a balance thing. But when I'm feeling well, I have so much energy and not as much sensory input that I kind of get overwhelmed, and I need sensory input to ground me into focusing. So I'll end up doom scrolling and going and do 20 million things when I feel well, just to get the sensory input I need to focus, to get my brain to focus. But when I don't feel well, it's harder it's harder to do that stuff because I don't feel well. And then also I have the sensory input required to focus. So it's almost like in order when I'm sick, I'm really good at studying. It's a really funny conundrum I have, but I'm grateful to have the focus today, even if it comes at the cost of how I feel. Ember says, I like cold most of the time, but warm is nice too. Justin says, 21 today with a real feel of 14. Dang. Relaxing asks, is Florida a state or a city? It's a state, as everyone says, and it's a typically very warm one. Yeah. So we're going to play a game of geography. So we're going to see if I can get this. So, nope. If this is the United States, a very, very accurate United States, of course. Where my thumb is where Florida is in the United States. And then over here on, like, this part of my hand, that's about where California is, and it goes down into Mexico and then South America and stuff. Above here is going to be where Canada is, and then about where my elbow is where Europe is. And if my thumb over here is Mexico and California, because they kind of connect to each other, I think, you go a little further west on the map, and you end up in Asia. I don't know how far, because maps are weird, but, yeah, so you go around the world. Somebody let me know how well I did with the geography explanation there. Miami is a city in Florida. So if this is Florida over here, Miami is down here, and I live somewhere around here. I could not figure out where I lived and how to put it here. LA is a state. No, Los Angeles is a city. California is a state. LA is a city in California, yes. Justin. It's okay. It's okay, Justin. You're from Australia. It's okay. You said that so confidently, too. I love it. It's okay. You're getting back at me for asking why the Australian flag was the British flag but remixed. Oh, mercy. Alrighty. I'm gonna report to you guys what I managed to do, and then we're gonna set up a new puzzle, because who doesn't love a good puzzle? Alright. Let's go to my puzzles. Oh, I found the cutest one. It's got a dog in it. Found the cutest puzzle. I realized that I just said that in the wrong order, but that's okay. Alright, so I did my Bible study. I like to do it in English, then Spanish, then Portuguese, then French, because I want to practice different languages. And also, I've been a Christian. I was raised in a Christian household my whole life, and so I've read through the Bible like 2 or 3 times, and it's a pretty big book that's full of a lot of different stuff. It's not like just reading a huge fantasy book. It's reading like rules and histories and geography and prophecies and all sorts of chaotic stuff. And then there's poetry, and then there's not safe for work poetry. And I've read through all of that about 3 times in my life. And throughout the rest of my life, I've studied it a little more specifically. And as a result, it's easy to kind of read through it and go, yep, I know that, and then move on. But this is something that I feel is really important to me, and I view the entirety of the Bible as true. And And so I want to kind of force myself to meditate on it a little more. So doing it in different languages like this helps me to think about it in a different way and use different parts of my brain and focus on what it's saying rather than just, yep, I remember reading that in the past and knowing that. So, if you guys ever are finding yourselves just like stuck in the swing of things, the way things have been, you know, you're so familiar with your routine and you need to change it up a bit, look it up in a different language. If you don't know other languages, try to look at it in a different version or a perspective. Maybe somebody else has looked at it, find a different perspective on it, tackle it from a different angle, and it can help with your ability to focus because it'll be new and interesting again. So yeah. So I did Philippians 4:1. The Bible has, was it 66 books, I think? And there's like 14 of them in the New Testament, which is what the Christians added to the Old Testament, which is a collection of stuff from Jewish and Israeli content. I think I explained that wrong. I'm so sorry. There's like the first 5 books in the Bible are actually just the Jewish Bible. And then there's like prophecies and histories and stuff that have been added onto it, and depending on which segment of faith that you're in, you may only believe in the first 5 books or the entirety of the Old Testament or the entirety of the Old Testament and the New Testament, or there's so many different things. But yeah, so I picked something in the New Testament and I just did 1 verse, and then I did it in 4 languages. And I love it because it has a lot more meaning when I'm looking at the different ways that different languages translate things. So it's fun. It's fun. So I did that, and then I started taking notes on my supply chain logistics management homework. So 2 very different energies, but still very fun. Relaxing says, you're a polyglot? No, not quite. Polyglots have at least 6 languages, not 4. Yeah, and also I'm not fluent in hardly any of these. I would say I'm fluent in English, and I'm getting to be fluent in Spanish. I can hold a conversation. I can get around. I have survival Spanish, but I'm not like, I don't have a lot of vocabulary. And then I'm hoping to learn Portuguese and French by doing this. I know basic stuff, but like, I'm not great at it. Yeah. Amber says, didn't know that about the Bible. Granted, I've never read it, so glad you could do your own studies on it, though, and read it in different languages. Yeah, I think it's really interesting to learn about different religions and stuff, and I don't know, I there's so much I don't know about the way that other people live, and I always find it so interesting when people share theirs, so I want to share mine, and not in the, like, shove it down your throat, you have to live like me. No, just like, I like this. This is something I love and I'm interested in. I'm sharing this with you because I do that here. Relaxing says, I don't follow any religion, but I'm just trying to live my life peacefully and with adventure. That sounds really cool. Everyone makes their own choices, and I think that's what's so cool about life is we get to choose what we believe. And I think that's really cool because if we weren't allowed to choose, I don't think that would be very loving. So Justin says, nothing wrong with not following any religion. Overall, the best way to live life is don't be a jerk, be kind to others. I agree. Justin says, broke it into 2 messages to help process. Thank you. On my end, Streamlabs kind of interrupted it, so I'm like, Ember says, for sure, Justin, don't be a jerk and respect others' beliefs. Relaxy says, I'm sorry if that sounds rude, I didn't mean it. No, not at all. You're sharing your perspective just like I was sharing my perspective. Everyone is free. If you are Christian or Jewish or Muslim or atheist or agnostic, or you are Hindu or Buddhist, or you follow any other religion, maybe you're a pagan or anything, you are welcome here. And I love to hear what your experience with religion is. If you have trauma around that, maybe rephrase your experiences in a way that are descriptive and not, or specific but not descriptive, so that we're not, we're still following community guidelines. You can say, I've been hurt by the church, I've been hurt by religion, and that's not something that I care to look into. And that's valid. And your experiences and your perspective on life and religion are just as valid as anybody else's, and you're welcome to share that. Justin says, I, being autistic, tend not to word things the best. Mood. Justin says, had a brief moment of being agnostic, which I feel can be a common thing when one struggles. Yeah, it's hard to believe in a God that is kind and compassionate, which I do, when things are really hard and it doesn't feel like God's being compassionate. And that level of cognitive dissonance can definitely lead to just, questioning. I think the fact that people do question their beliefs instead of just going with it because it's what they believe, I think questioning it is so important and brave and smart, because at the end of the day, you're choosing to believe in it and it's personal to you. So whether you ended up on the religious side or not the religious side, I'm proud of you for examining your beliefs. That takes guts. All right. I promised you guys a puzzle. Let me get to... Oh, I need to reconnect to the puzzle. Let's reconnect to the puzzle. I promised you a puzzle. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's be productive, shall we? I'm proud of you guys for examining your beliefs, your habits, how you interact with the world, and what you believe about the world. That is so cool. And if you haven't, maybe that's something to consider. All right, join the puzzle here. I'm gonna pin the message. And we're gonna get productive, y'all. Relaxing says, I think when we go very deep in our own thinking, you only want is to live life fully. On that note, you got this. I missed the 15-minute mark. We are now at 13 and a half minutes of productivity left. You got this. Even if you were a little distracted like I was, you can do this. You got this. I believe in you. We have 1 minute. I am going to focus on the puzzle. So if you'd like to join me, we're gonna switch over to the study break. We're gonna switch over to the study break in about 45 seconds. And that will look like doing the puzzle and getting that done together. That being said, I'm really proud of all of you guys who are working. You have about 30 seconds left to finish what you're working on and get your goals done. You are doing a wonderful job. Even if you didn't get what you wanted to done, I am still so proud of you for making effort and working towards it today. So we do have about 10 seconds left at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, everybody. Good job. Let's go over to the study break screen where we have the puzzle straight up, just full screen in it. We're full screen in this puzzle now. Alright, let's bring the karaoke audio down. It's not karaoke, but that's what I called it for some reason. We are going to work together and get this puzzle done together. Because you're not going life alone. You're not doing this puzzle alone. You got people who have got your back. Maybe you don't know what puzzle piece to put in, but somebody else will. Somebody else will see it, and together you can figure it out. Maybe you're not good at puzzles. Maybe you just don't get it. You don't get any joy out of it. That's okay too. We always still love having you around. You got other strengths. Ember says, hi, puzzle goers. Relaxing says, hi, I tried to work, but my eyes feel heavy and sleepy, so I just left your live stream with my eyes closed. Heck yeah, get some rest. I'm proud of you for getting rest. That's important. When it comes to pieces, I have two strategies that I go back and forth between, and it really just depends on how productive one strategy is over another, and when it stops being productive or I start getting frustrated with one, I'll switch to the other. So one is really zoomed out. I'll look and see if I can just like eyeball where things should go. And if I do, if I have an idea, then I'll try to slip it in. If I don't, and I really have no clue where to put a piece, then I will just take one spot. I see there's a lot of pieces that should have some dark tops. So I'm looking for a dark gray top and maybe some yellow. And then I go, I find it. And by looking at the texture, I should find. So I'm looking for dark gray tops. Find enough pieces. Alright, this one has a dark gray top, but I think it's part of some other part of the puzzle. Dark gray tops. We just need one, maybe two more. So now I can't find it. Oh, I zoomed in, found a dark gray top. And this, I think, might fit right here because it's got a piece of dark gray, but it's mostly yellow. Okay. We have got this piece, and I'm not sure where it goes. So I'm going to try and line it up with some others, but it doesn't seem to fit, so I'm going to let it go. This piece might fit in some of these areas. Hello! Thank you for redeeming hi. Infinity said one strategy is to organize the pieces by shapes that could fit in the area you're looking at. That's another good strategy. Jay's browser's crashed. Oh no. I'm glad you're back with us. Those... Hi! I don't know why it's so aggressive, but it is. Okay, this one, I see there's some fur to the right, which tells me it's going to be the left of the dog. I see exactly where it goes. Right there. There's a spot missing. I see 1, 2 pieces that should have fur attached. Maybe 4. So I'm gonna... I don't know why this one's like that. I guess it's not fur. But I'm gonna look for fur. There's 1 piece that has fur. Goes right there. I look for other pieces that have fur. So fur, technically it's a white dog, but if you zoom in and you see what's missing, there's gonna be yellow and orange and green. So I'm looking for yellow, orange, green fur. Like right here. Okay. This has some white, which leads me to believe that it'll be a major piece of grass somewhere. Maybe these are connected in some way thematically. Oh, this has a little bit of what looks like an ear. I could see that being an ear. So I'm going to see if it fits. And it does. And that also gives us a nice corner piece that's mostly gray. So I think this might fit there. That gives us a little more context for these other pieces that look like they fit around there, but didn't quite fit with the piece that I had. All right. This looks to be a bigger leaf. It's going to be dark green in reality, but it's looking to be like a pale gray. So I'm going to look for more of those leaves. It's kind of like this. This kind of fits there. Looking for pale gray. This is kind of a pale gray. I wonder if it fits around here. Those pieces fit. I'm gonna look not just for if it fits, but if it makes sense. Like over here, there's a lot of gray. So I think this piece is gonna be around here. I think Jay's having some server issues. That's always annoying. Infinity says, I have the stage 1 boss theme of Tuhu 12 stuck in my head, and I am fine with that. You always have some sort of boss music stuck in your head. I love it. Alright. Welcome back, Jay. Hope your computer is nicer to you. Alright, I've got a lime green. Well, not lime green, but it's a lighter green. Let's see if it matches up in any of these spaces. It doesn't. Something made my computer freak out. Oh no. That's not fun. See, this piece might fit over here. Right, this one has a tinge of yellow. So I need a piece. There's a tinge of yellow to the left. This is a tinge of yellow to the right. Nicely done, Justin. That went just straight in. Alright, looking for a piece of yellow to the left. This is kind of a tinge of yellow to the left. Alright, I'm going to take out the pieces that don't belong in the puzzle so far, because that's how the puzzle pieces get eaten. I think we only have puzzle pieces in the puzzle right now, which is good. Today, I have kind of a busy afternoon. I have to do a class this evening, and I was going to attend a review session this afternoon. Oh, there's some yellow to the left. I was looking for that earlier. And when it comes to busy days like this, I always have to be careful about how much energy I'm spending in a given activity, because even if I have the energy to do it right then and there, I might not have the energy to maintain that sort of action for the rest of the day and do everything else I wanted to do. So it's definitely an interesting balance of trying to keep it low-key, but also have the fun that I want to. Justin says, taking a break to chat because I am just not braining. That's valid. Puzzles take brain power. Especially if you're not familiar with it. Or, like, it's been a while since you've done one. Or your brain just doesn't puzzle. That is so valid. And it makes a lot of sense. The number of times I have just rage quit on a puzzle at work, it's very amusing to my coworkers and I. I think that's why I like puzzles, because they show that other people are there with you and they've got your back. It's not just you and the puzzle. It's you, your coworkers, and the puzzle, or you, your friends, and the puzzle. And eventually, you'll find the pieces. If someone wants to be part of the puzzle but can't brain, if you could bring the puzzle pieces from around the puzzle to the edge of the puzzle so that we can access them faster, that would be helpful. Jay says, might take a break for Pokemon. Justin says, the way I'm trying to see it, I may not be good at puzzles, but I am a good cook. Yeah, I am not great in the kitchen. I will absolutely admit that. And I don't really need to be because this music is loud. I can't think while the music is loud. I'll keep it up for you because I think it's a fine balance between my voice and that, but for me it was a bit loud. But yeah, when it comes to puzzles, we need a snack break. We need somebody willing to stop the puzzle and go get snacks or bring us snacks. You know, everybody's got their values, everybody's got their strengths and their weaknesses, and it doesn't make anybody better or worse than anybody. It just means that we got different strengths that make us a great community. This is nice and bright. I wonder where it goes. There it goes. We'll find our way through this puzzle piece by piece. I don't know what happened to that piece. I think Jay got it. For my screen, it just glitched out of my hands. Good idea, Jay. Pokemon is great. Yes. Infinity says, man, matching puzzles are so much easier than a lot of puzzle game type puzzles. I find both of them quite challenging. I'm gonna be real. Puzzles and games just irk me. But I know who to call if I get stuck in a level. So Justin found the right shape piece, but now we need to find the same shape that belongs there. And this is where Infinity's strategy comes into place. I think you got it. Yeah! Yeah! Let's go. Once you find the right shape piece, all you gotta do is find the right one that goes in that shape spot. Then once you get better at identifying, okay, this piece belongs in this sector, or, you know, that piece makes sense if, you know, I could see this piece fitting here. Then you go to doing basically that, but with color. Like, okay, I know that this piece has this color pattern. I bet it fits over here. Different people will have their own strategies. And that's all right. I think because I'm an artist, I find it easier to do it by color and pattern rather than any other strategy. Nicely done, Jay. Infinity says the reason is because matching puzzles can be built up gradually, becoming easier as you progress, while the puzzles I'm thinking of have no in-between points between the solving and start, besides your own ideas on how to solve it, of course. Ah. All right, so this piece has a gap in the top and 2 outward pieces on the right. Maybe this one? Nope, but it could look like this one. So, bam, Jay got it. All right, this piece has all outward pieces except for the left and bottom. So the top and the right are out, and the bottom left and the bottom and left are in. So it's like the inverse of this one. So what is the opposite of this one? This one's here. Here. Yay, we did it! Yay! Congratulations on doing the puzzle, guys. Alright, I think we had a productive day, even though I did drop you guys into the void early on in this last productivity sprint. I was trying to adjust it so you could see what I was writing, and then I just ended up puzzling because the dogs got me distracted, and that kind of interrupted my flow. But that's okay. That's okay. It is 1 o'clock where I live. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I am going to wrap this up and say thank you for joining. I'm really glad that you are here. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed listening to Fantasy Tavern music. I would love to further develop like the aesthetics of having a Fantasy Tavern theme, or say that we do like video game stuff. I'd love to dress up as video game characters, so let me know in chat or in a tagged post or even in a comment under this stream. Let me know what games you think would be fun to have the music for in future study streams. But I'm really proud of you guys. What did we get done? Infinity says Baba Is You is an amazing puzzle game. Justin says, yeah, we did it. Infinity just realized stream is a bit behind from that puzzle finish. Yep, there's some lag. Ember says, yay, good game, puzzle goers. Justin says, got most of the shopping list done, just blanking on a few items. Did you remember? Let's see. Did you get tea? Did you get bread? Did you get milk? Did you get coffee? Did you get peanut butter? Did you get jelly? Did you get pizza? Did you get pizza bites? Did you get bagels? Did you get cream cheese? Did you get flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda? What's something niche? Toilet scrubs. I don't know. Maybe one of those things. Ember says, thanks for the stream. Have a good rest of your day, week, all. You as well. Relaxing says, I think I should sleep because it's almost 12 a.m. Oh, goodness. Well, thanks for joining us. I hope you get good rest and that it's restorative and you wake up ready to tackle tomorrow. Guys, I'm proud of you. We did great stuff. Infinity says Celeste is a bit of a puzzle game with how the platforming tends to work. Celeste has some good music. That's part of my cozy pixel study playlist. That one's Lena Rain, David Fenn, and then we also have some Celeste, some Hollow Knight. I was blanking on that name. What's another one? Bye. Thank you for starting the buy train, Infinity. Bye. Justin says so much fun as always. Heck yeah. Bye. Oh my word. So while you guys are doing that, we are going to see if I can bring the audio down. That should be a little more tolerable for you guys. How many buys are going to be redeemed? Oh my word. I have one alert. Why can I not? Are we done? I think we had about 5 more buys than we do people. Thank you for starting the buy train. That was a little chaotic, and I'm not sure why it's acting the way that it is. Oh, mercy. So subscriptions work, but nothing else. Okay. I just tested a random one. Thank you for joining. I'm glad the puzzle was fun, even if it was hard. Remember that you can do hard things. And I'm proud of you guys. Okay, take care.